Have you ever wanted to achieve something great? Have you ever wanted to achieve something huge? Have you ever wanted to achieve something that would set you apart from everybody else? Maybe you wanted to ace your exams so you could get into the university of your choice. Or maybe you wanted to get that job that you've been studying all year for. Or maybe you wanted your business to truly take off so you could achieve everything you'd ever wanted. It's normal. We all want and we all desire to do something great, to achieve something of distinction, to be important. In the Bible, we learn about two people who wanted this exact same thing that we all have within ourselves. If we turn to Matthew chapter 20, verse 20 to 28, we'll hear about them. It says, "Then the mother of Zebedee's sons came to him with her sons, kneeling down and asking something from him. And he said to her, 'What do you wish?' She said to him, 'Grant that these two sons of mine may sit, one on your right hand and the other on your left in your kingdom.' But Jesus answered and said, 'You do not know what you ask. Are you able to drink of the cup that I am about to drink and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with?' They said to him, 'We are able.' So he said to them, 'You will indeed drink my cup and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it is prepared by my Father.' And when the 10 heard it, they were greatly displeased with the brothers. But Jesus called to him and said, 'You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who are great exercise authority over them. Yet it shall not be so among you. But whoever desires to become great among you, let him be your servant. And whoever desires to be first among you, let him be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many.'" James and John come to Jesus with a bold, audacious request. They say to him, "When you establish your kingdom, we want a special place. I want to sit on your right hand, and I want my brother to sit on your left hand." And you can imagine, this rubs the disciples the wrong way. They are absolutely infuriated at such a request. Jesus, on the other hand, doesn't rebuke them for wanting to be great. Instead, he redefines the whole concept of greatness. Jesus understands that the disciples have a complete misunderstanding of his role as the Messiah. In their minds, they think that he has come here to restore Israel to its former glory. In their minds, they think that he has come to break the oppression of the Romans. In their minds, they think that he's come to take the nation to a position of preeminence. However, that is completely different to the nature of Jesus. Instead of glory, he went through humiliation. Instead of taking the nation to a position of preeminence, his kingdom was based on putting others first. Instead of breaking the oppression of the Romans, he was killed on a Roman instrument of torture. They had the complete wrong idea, and the whole reason that Jesus was telling them to be great was to remind them of what greatness truly is. He wanted them to be disciples, and discipleship is all about serving others. How can you serve others if you are putting yourself first? How can you serve others if you're only thinking about your own self-interest? How can you serve others if you're only happy to see yourself first and others second? True greatness, Jesus says, is putting others first. He simplified it by saying this: if you want to be great, be the least. The greatest among you shall be the servant. And of course, we may find it difficult, we may find it hard. That's not how we're designed. It's not in our DNA to put other humans first. We are designed to look out for our own best interest. But Jesus says, if you find that difficult, learn from me. If you think you can't do it, learn from me. If you think you can't put another human's self-interest before yours, learn from me. And when I think about what Jesus did, I can just catch a glimpse of how great he is. Let me put it this way. I heard an analogy that truly showed me how great Jesus is and how willing he is to put others first. Just imagine, you're at your house and there's a can of maggots in the garden. And you love these maggots for some reason. Your heart yearns for them. You have deep-seated affection for these maggots. However, the maggots have a disease that is eating away at them. And slowly but surely, they're gonna die. So you go to your local maggot expert and you ask, what can I do to save these maggots? Is there anything that can be done? And he says, yes, there's a remedy. However, there is a catch. In order to administer this remedy, you yourself have to become a maggot. You have to live among them and then administer the remedy. So you don't even think twice. To you, it's a no-brainer. You're going to become a maggot and you're going to administer the remedy. Why? Because that's how much you love them. So you become a maggot, you have the remedy with you, and you go to live in this jar. But something strange is happening. You're there with the spirit of love, but the maggots think you're there to cause havoc. You're there to bring peace, but the maggots thinking you're there to cause destruction. You're there to save them, but the maggots, they hate you. They hate you so much, in fact, that they kill you. When I think about this story, the killing part is not even the deepest part. The deepest part is that before you went to save those maggots, the maggot expert told you exactly what would happen, that they would try and kill you. Now, when I think about greatness, that is what I think of. Having a selfless love, having a desire to serve those around you. So I ask you once again, do you want to achieve something huge? Do you want to achieve something great? Do you want to achieve something that will set you apart from everyone else? Learn from Jesus.